Good afternoon, Team Sirius. How you doing? Welcome to the 2020-2021 Academic Awards. We're really excited to have you guys here. Want to do a couple thank yous before we get started. We want to thank Mr. Schmidtkins. Mr. Schmidtkins is our custodian. You guys probably see him in the hallways and see him at lunch. He's the person responsible for our team that keeps the building looking great. And as you can see in the gymnasium, our gymnasium looks awesome today for this award ceremony. And it's Mr. Schmidtkins and his team who kind of get the layout set up and really make this happen for us. We want to thank Mrs. Oftenkamp. Mrs. Oftenkamp is the secretary that sits closest to my desk. She's amazing. She runs everything that we do. Without Mrs. Oftenkamp, we'd be totally lost. And she specifically is in charge of the award ceremony. She's talked to a number of your parents. She double checks and triple checks with the teachers that we have the correct award winners, that the GPAs are correct, that everything that's going to happen here today goes really smoothly. So we want to thank Mrs. Oftenkamp for all of her hard work. I want to thank Mr. Cogdell and the tech team who have found a way for us to make this event happen for your parents to be able to participate either live on our YouTube page or watching the recording. We really appreciate that and that kind of use of the technology that we've now become more familiar with. We didn't know how this year was going to look. And our ability to reach parents in another way, a lot of that is thanks to the tech department. So thank you to them. And finally, we want to thank your teachers. How about a round of applause for your teachers? We've said this to a couple different groups, but you guys as young people specifically are going through things that we never experienced as students or as adults, as educators. And when we got to school this year, we didn't know what school was going to look like. We didn't know how long we were going to be here. We didn't know what we could do to make it work. But I can tell you from the conversations I had with all of your teachers that started in July and continued into August and then throughout the year as we were here, their number one focus was on creating a safe and comfortable learning environment for all of you. I think that it's sometimes understated the job that our teachers have done and the challenges that they faced when they came into the school year, not knowing what that would look like and kind of potentially putting themselves in harm's way to provide a space for you to be here together. And I hope if we learn one thing from this pandemic, it's that we learned that we probably underappreciated our opportunities to be together and our opportunities to be social and to learn and to grow together. And hopefully one of our takeaways from this is going to be that we appreciate our time together more, but without having our teachers being willing to step up and take that challenge, we wouldn't be able to do that. So another round of applause for your teachers. But nobody came here to look at me. We came to look at you guys and celebrate you guys. So I am going to be done, and I'm going to call up Miss Kassler, who's going to read the Honors Award winners.
The following students have earned the Academic Award for Honors for the 2020-2021 school year. To have earned honors recognition, a student must have achieved a cumulative GPA of a 3.0 to a 3.49 for the first 2 trimesters of the school year. Congratulations to Lamaya Allers, Emma Bangus, please hold your applause till the end, River Barnes, Haley Boyles, Hayden Bucks, Kaylin Cornwell, Weston Dewey, Sawyer Durazio, Hunter Farlow, Morgan Gerbino, Ariana Henderson Miller, Peyton Kapranica, Evan Kacharik, Peyton Leibacher, Margie Lopez, Shakaya Lucky Hodge, Adamaris Martinez, Addison Nail. Dylan Nekich. Stanley Robinson Jr. Evie Roy. Jacob Shoub. Ryan Sutton. Eli Torres. Isabella Volpe. Jason Warner. Aiden Wolf. Addison Wright. Congratulations.
The following students have earned the Academic Award for High Honors for the 2020-2021 school year. To have earned high honors recognition, a student must have achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.999 for the first 2 trimesters of the school year. Congratulations to Reese Babbix, Seth Burtis, Spencer Kane, Paul Cherney, Madison Gerbino, Avery Hawley, Ava Kirschner, Isabel McGee, Caitlin Meyer, Paige Nolan, Cassie Patterson, Shyla Plesia, Callie Smith, Gracie Smith, Owen Smith, Gabriella Vladik, Aaliyah West, Hayden Walk, Logan Dietrich. Congratulations to Team Sirius High Honors. The following students have earned the academic award for all A's for the 2020-2021 school year. Congratulations to Odalis Betances, Noah Branham, Noah Clinton, Peyton Costin, and Cassidy Florick. Congratulations to Team Sirius, all A's.
You guys are going over to the Departmental work on the team, right? You guys can sit down. All right, next up are going to be our department awards. So each teacher was allowed to select a student or students who they felt like exemplified a positive trait. It doesn't have to be academic. It could be you're helpful. It could be academic. You could be you're helpful. It could be that, you did various things to help each other out or were a positive role model to each other. But first up will be Mrs. Taylor with her Language Arts Awards.
Hello, everybody. What a year it's been, right? When I was trying to decide on someone for my Language Arts Award, I had a lot of things to keep in mind. Which of my students shows a genuine interest in reading and writing? Who participates in class consistently? Which students complete all work when assigned? Who helps others when we're working in groups? Language arts consists of reading and writing, but also speaking and listening appropriately. All of these things were important to keep in mind. My first award goes to a student of great achievement. She maintained an A average for both trimesters she was in my class. She's a hard worker, and her MAP score shows she's reading in the 94th percentile, the highest of any student in any of my classes. However, was her writing. The student loves to write. If I assigned a paragraph, she wrote an essay. She would write me notes that said things like, I need this back so I can develop it further. In true sense of this school year, my first ELA award winner is absent today, but Phoebe Piepenbrock did an amazing job in language arts this year, and I wanted to say thank you. The second award I chose for a student, I really wanted to think about who put forth effort every single day. She was always polite. She always worked well with whoever I put her with. She asked questions when she didn't understand something and took advantage of all opportunities to help her better learn and utilize all information. She is also absent today. My second ELA award goes to Grace Fitzpatrick. So the way things have gone this year, neither of my students are here today, but I do want to say thank you to these students and to all of you guys for your hard work, and good luck as you move on to 8th grade next year.
Good afternoon. Could I please have Noah Branham and Noah Clinton come to the front of the room? The Noahs. As I was thinking of students to give my math award to, I thought about characteristics of a successful student. Gentlemen, would you turn and face yep, right there. Characteristics of a successful student. They accept responsibility. They are self-motivated, self-management. They are independent. They have self-awareness. They believe in lifelong learning. They show emotional intelligence, and they believe in themselves. These two gentlemen have maintained an A in math class all year long, but it's not just about the letter grade. They have shown patience. Remember, that is my word of the year. Both the gentlemen have shown patience in their work, in their efforts, and with their classmates. They have also shown huge improvement on their math MAPS scores. Noah Branham, you increased 19 points from the beginning of the school year. Noah Clinton, you improved 16 points from the beginning of the school year. And I always tell my kids, it's always about improving upon yourself, doing your best that you can every single day. So I want to thank both of you for all your efforts in my class this year. Congratulations. You're welcome, honey. You can go back to your seat. Yep.
Hi, everybody. I need Paul Cherney and Christian Nieves. Great job, guys. Let's put one on each side here. So these two gentlemen I chose for my science awards this year, and I chose you each for your own specific reason. Let me first talk about Paul over here. He has maintained all A's in science, not only for the first 2 trimesters, but he also has an A in this trimester. He completes all his work on time, clearly puts a lot of effort into his work, and when I collect his assignments, I can completely tell that he understands science. He seems to have a love of science and has a great work ethic. He also works well when I have him help people in groups, so I always appreciate that. And I also wanted to point out that you had the best increase on your math maps, 20 points, I think, 20 points, best on the team. Great job. So it is my pleasure to present my first award to Paul. Here you go, Paul. Now, Christian, I chose you because of your amazing participation, and the questions this kid asks are just crazy. He will ask a question about what we're talking about that takes whatever we're doing and applies it to some other situation that even I hadn't thought of. So I really have appreciated his participation, his inquisitiveness. He asks some of the greatest scientific questions I've ever heard. When you do ask a question, I can tell that you get what we're talking about, and you're also thinking about it inside your head, so that's awesome. You also have a very good curiosity, and you always seem willing to help all the other kids, so I appreciate that also. So my next scientific award goes to Christian. Great job. Great job, guys.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Anderson, as most of you are aware. Before I call up my 2 award recipients, I'd like to just let everybody know that this was a very difficult decision that I did not make in just a couple of minutes. I really had to think about it because I really do feel a very strong connection with this group of kids. Going through what we've gone through together this year has, I think, bonded us all. I think I will always remember this class very fondly because, you know, we made it through this and we had a very successful year considering what we had to deal with. So I would like to call up Aaliyah West and Lamaya Allers. All right, first I'll talk about Aaliyah a little bit. She had a great year in social studies. She averaged a 96% A in all 3 trimesters. She only missed 1 assignment the entire year, and as you guys know, I give a lot of assignments, so that's a pretty impressive accomplishment in a year like we've had this year. Also, more importantly, she participates daily in class. She asks great thought-provoking questions that really help lead class discussions, and sometimes they go in directions I never would have thought that they would have gone because of such excellent questions from Aaliyah. I also love that she has a real interest in why the people in history did what they did and how it impacts our lives today in the present. And I think she's making those connections, and that's what makes history come alive and make history so important. So thank you for all your hard work. You did a great job this year, Aaliyah. Next, Lamaya. Lamaya also averaged an A for all 3 trimesters. She ended up with an average score of a 97% A+. Lamaya had 0 missing assignments, and that kind of perfection is incredibly rare in a normal year, let alone in 2020, 2021. It's pretty amazing. In class, Lamaya is also always paying attention, always on task. She knows what's going on. I can count on her to answer that question when nobody else wants to. She's ready to do it, and she knows what's going on. However, the thing that most impresses me about Lamaya is her resilience. She takes on any task set before her with a positive attitude, no matter how difficult that task is. She doesn't care. She goes into it with positivity, and because of that positivity and that go-gettedness, she is successful in almost everything she does. And that attitude is going to lead her to great things. She's incredibly impressive, and I'm very proud of her. And I really look forward to next school year because I'm going to get to coach her in cross country, and I'm super excited. And it's going to be awesome. So congratulations, Lamaya. Great job. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Perry, and I have an award to present for our band program. The student that I have chosen for this award not only exhibits high achievement in music, she also has fantastic participation, work ethic, and manners in our class. So can I have Addie Mears come up here and I'll say a few more words. Addie is our band librarian, and this year it has looked a little different because we do a lot of things digital because of COVID, but even in 6th grade, Addie keeps me organized, Addie keeps the entire class organized, and I can keep teaching if something happens with someone loses music or is missing something. Addie keeps it all organized in the band library, and she goes and she gets that for us, and that is a huge help to me and to everyone else. So she keeps me organized, but she herself is also very organized. She is always prepared to play, and she always plays her best. She's also had tremendous growth on clarinet. She played for the entire state of Ohio, had a contest called the Solo and Ensemble Contest. It's open for 6th through 12th graders, and you have to go and play in front of a panel of judges, and those judges will rank you and score you. Addie received the highest possible rating. She received a superior rating from the OMEA judges. So Addie, congratulations, you are our band recipient for this award. And I'll pass it off to Mrs. Newhoff for some closing remarks.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all of you. First, I would like to say something to the parents. Thank you for trusting us with your children. This has been a crazy year, as many of the teachers have mentioned, and I think that we have done a great job. Your students have done a great job, and I'm very proud of how much work we got done this year. Students, you guys are amazing. Your behavior during this assembly was great. Your attitude towards school was great. And all of these awards being given is really something to be proud of. I would also like us to give a round of applause to your teachers. This will be the third one. but they really deserve it. They came in ready to go, and we didn't know what it was going to be like from one day to the next, and everybody did a fantastic job. So I want to leave you guys with some words from Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. You guys are going to be awesome 8th graders next year. I can't wait to start in the fall and see how that goes. So with that, we're going to end this awards assembly, and the teachers will be dismissing you by class probably. So thank you for your participation, and have a nice afternoon.